Hello and welcome to I've Seen Everything, where the name is ironic and the reactions are... Hi everyone, my name's Andrew. I really appreciate you being here with me today. Today, folks, we have a significant one. A significant one that is significant for a whole lot of people that has not been significant for me to this point. And that would be the Harry Potter franchise. Specifically today, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I never made it around to watching these movies. I don't want to say I was a bit old for them because I don't believe in that about movies just being for certain age groups. I was not a child when these movies came out, I can put it that way. My first experience with Harry Potter, I remember, is I was working as a seasonal employee in a bookstore when the first book came out. And I just remember the manager that I was working for continually recommending it for everybody. And then there were several more books, there were several movies. Obviously, it's a big thing. I want to quickly address one other thing. There have been lots of things in recent history that I won't go into about the person behind this franchise. Again, people who have been out here with me long enough probably know where I stand on things. I'm doing this because this franchise means a lot to a lot of people. Art doesn't belong to the artist anymore once it goes out into the world, and there's also a lot of other people who made this come together. Plus, this franchise won with 83% of the poll, so obviously a lot of people are looking forward to seeing it, and I hope we can enjoy it here today. What do I know about the Harry Potter movies? Not a lot. I know that Harry finds out that he's a wizard. He is living somewhere in the real world, in the normal world. From what I understand, not living a good life, kind of being mistreated, and then at some point is approached and told that he's a wizard and taken to Hogwarts. Much as when I watched Lord of the Rings for the first time, I am looking for a whole universe to be unfolded for me. I really appreciate you being here with me today for the beginning of this journey. I really hope you'll come back to watch the other installments of this journey and the other things I'm going to be posting out here. It's not just going to be Harry Potter stuff, there's going to be all kinds of stuff. We're getting into Indiana Jones as a franchise out here as well, in addition to a lot of other one-off movies and polls that I have planned and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of good stuff out here. I hope you'll stick around for it. Before we get going here, if you'd go ahead and check out the Patreon, I'd really appreciate it. Have full-length reactions over there. The full-length reaction to this movie will be over there along with other movies I've done. There's also exclusive full-length reactions over there, primarily TV shows that I'm watching. Right now, everything on the Patreon, at least as of the recording of this video, is still free as we're getting the Patreon off the ground and going. So stop by and have a look. And if you'd be so kind, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button down here. Click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. And let's not waste another moment. Let's begin this yet another epic journey into another epic fantasy series. The first Harry Potter movie, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, aka Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Here we go. Epic music already, and Warner Brothers. Oh, that's another one. I know the owl comes into play somehow, like the owl is from Hogwarts or something. And I know that's Dumbledore. I've only ever seen this actor one other place. What is his name? Richard Harris. Early 2000s, they made an adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo he was in that I really enjoyed. That's one way to turn out the lights. And those bulbs never worked again. That's the way his magic works.
Are the rumors true?
I'm afraid so, Professor.
And the boy?
Hagrid is bringing him.
I understand it's late at night, but they're being awful casual just walking down a regular residential street.
No problems, I trust, Hagrid.
That's a new one I haven't seen before, a flying motorcycle.
There you go.
Oh, okay. We're earlier on than I thought. Harry is just a baby at this point, I guess.
They're the worst sort of muggles imaginable.
He's far better off growing up away from all of that until he is ready.
I guess, I mean, we don't know at this point what the deal is, but they're trying to protect him from something. So if this, even if he's going to be treated badly, I guess, this place that they're taking him, that he'll be anonymous, it might be the only protection they can give him.
Up.
Hey, I recognize
Now.
her. I mean, I've heard of small rooms before, but that's considerably small.
Wake up, cousin!
Man, that kid's a jerk. I mean, Harry might not be a violent kid, but after a while, you pop someone in the face, maybe.
Bring my coffee, boy.
Oh, I've seen him before,
Yes,
too.
Uncle
In very random places. Very minor roles.
36, but last year I had 37!
This is what we're going to do.
I mean, they really are selling how horrible all of them are. Especially this kid.
Any funny business, and you won't have any meals for a week.
That seems illegal. Do they not have police in this country?
Can you hear me?
That is well deserved, but also could be incredibly dangerous. At least the snake seems nice.
Thanks.
Oh,
Anytime.
actually does speak. Yeah, I would think you should get out of there quick. I mean, I didn't think I'd be pulling for the snake, but someone's gonna hurt it. That's funny. The glass is back up. Yeah, that's some unhealthy parenting there for sure. People completely disregard the fact that they've created a monster.
What happened?
I swear I don't know. It was like magic.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
There's no such thing as magic.
we've got a lock on the outside of this door, which means they can just lock him in there. There are a lot of things about this that are highly illegal. These people should be in jail. They even know he's living under the stairs. They really are watching him closely.
Dad, look! Harry's got a letter! Give it back! It's mine!
They'll be writing to you.
Does he know what it is? Has he known all this time who Harry is? And they've been purposely keeping it from him.
No more mail through this letterbox.
I mean, they're really going out of their way to be terrible people. I mean, it's supposed to be this, but it's like comically terrible at this point. And there's just more and more owls. It would be really cool, like, if the letters were unable to be destroyed, like he couldn't rip them up and they wouldn't burn.
No, sir. Not one blasted
There you go.
miserable...
Ooh. I keep hoping... Okay, there's going to be more. I was going to say, I keep hoping for Harry to be able to, to get one that they don't see. Grab one and run to your room. Run somewhere they can't get you. Go. It's still... I still don't know, though. Like, does he know what it is, or he just doesn't want him to have anything?
We're going away! Far away!
For letters to break wood, I mean, that's some force there. Oh yeah, this will work. They've been watching him his whole life. They sent a ton of letters with owls. I'm pretty sure they can find him.
Make a wish, Harry.
It's incredibly sad. Also, what do they think is going to happen? Are they just going to live in a lighthouse forever? I don't think a lot of people mess with Hagrid.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
A wizard. And a thumping good, I'd wager. Once you...
Yeah, he knew. He probably thought it was BS, but he knew.
I mean, I'm just Harry.
Did you ever make anything happen when you were angry or scared?
Glass. I mean, I have too, but that doesn't mean I'm a wizard, does it? I want the dad to dive for it right now, and Hagrid just lays him out.
Of course we knew. Perfect sister being who she was. My mother and father were so proud the day she got her letter.
Oh. So they know more than I thought they knew. They actually know that magic is real and all the rest of it.
Muggle.
Non-magic folk.
That's a big one I didn't know. That's important. Yes. Exactly right. Zap the cake and fix it.
Oh, we're a bit behind schedule.
Let's be off.
Unless you'd rather stay, of course.
No, I think they've pretty much made the case pretty effectively that Harry would rather be just about anywhere else.
Just helping young Harry here buy school supplies.
It's Harry Potter.
Oh. I guess that is an interesting culture shock, is for him to go from nobody knowing who he is to everybody, or him being like one of the most famous people there is.
Harry, this is Professor Quirrell. He'll be your defense against the dark arts teacher.
He seems a bit skittish to teach about defending against the dark arts.
How is it they know who I am?
I'm not sure I'm exactly the right person to tell you that, Harry.
Yeah, it seems like there's a story for behind that somewhere. You don't generally expect that behavior out of bricks. Now, is this, like if you go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, is this like what it looks like? I'm assuming.
I haven't any money.
There's your money, Harry. Gringotts, the Wizard Bank.
And does Mr. Harry Potter have his key?
Yeah, I don't think Harry brought anything with him, because he doesn't know anything about any of this. Harry's being asked to deal with a lot of new stuff very quickly. Harry, I think you have considerably more than nothing at this point. Less immediately exciting than the previous one, but...
Best not to mention this to anyone, Harry.
Oh, it's not for Harry. So he was there with a special purpose from Dumbledore as well.
A wand.
Oh, you want Ollivanders? There ain't no place better. I just got one more thing I got to do. Won't be long.
Yeah. Hagrid's on like a espionage mission of some kind, which I'm assuming ties to the greater story of this movie.
I wondered when I'd be seeing you, Mr. Potter.
I didn't know he was in this movie. I miss John Hurt.
It seems only yesterday that your mother and father were in here buying their first wands.
I do question how these people recognize him on sight now. He hasn't been seen since he was a baby. I mean, I know he has the scar, but maybe that's all it takes.
Give it a wave.
This guy's gonna have some cleaning up to do when Harry leaves. I suppose he has a wand for that too. Yikes.
No, definitely not.
Gonna kill somebody.
You should be destined for this wand when its brother gave you that scar.
Oh, so we're starting to get a little backstory. So he did that to Harry.
We do not speak his name. The wand chooses the wizard, Mr. Potter. It's not always clear why.
So we're setting up from the very beginning this conflict in that only two people have wielded these wands. The ultimate hero and the ultimate villain of the franchise.
He killed my parents, didn't he? You know Hagrid. I know you do.
Sounds likely. Can't blame him for wanting to protect him.
Not all wizards are good.
Voldemort.
Harry, you said he who must not be named.
Your parents fought against him.
So he attempted to kill Harry?
Voldemort tried to kill me.
Yes.
He attempted to kill a baby. That's pretty evil.
A mark like that only comes from being touched by a curse, and an evil curse at that. Something about you stumped him that night.
Yeah, so that's the thing we're going to have answered over the course of all this, I guess, is... I mean, maybe I missed the beginning of it, like why he was killing people, but the conflict that will ultimately come to a head, I imagine, by the end of this.
Sorry, Harry, I'm going to have to leave you. Dumbledore will be wanting his, he'll be wanting to see me.
We find out after long last that Hagrid is Dumbledore's drug connection. He's got to get his stuff.
Packed with muggles. Platform 9 3/4 this way.
That's awful convenient. And I think that's Harry's friend there. How is it that nobody else sees this? It's like they have a perception filter like on Doctor Who.
Walk straight at the wall between platforms 9 and 10.
Why do I get the sense he's going to crash first? Oh, he made it. Yeah, there's got to be some kind of magic or something that keeps other people from seeing it. Because I get the feeling that somebody would have noticed at some point people walking through a wall.
From Weasley. I'm Harry Potter. Do you really have the what? The scar. Oh.
So maybe I'm just not waiting long enough. I don't understand at this moment where we are. Is this a different realm where this is just like a magical like universe, or is this actually just still the same world, but they're on a magical train that's going to take them somewhere else? Frog jumps out of there. Freedom!
So,
And their next friend.
are you doing magic? Let's see then.
Showed up to bring all her judgment on him, didn't she?
Oculus Reparo. That's better, isn't it? You two better change into robes. I expect we'll be arriving soon.
I mean, it does make for a more interesting story, I suppose, for them to come from different places. or different, kind of walks of life and backgrounds and things like that. She seems very focused on her wizardry studies. I mean, that is quite definitely a castle. There's not really much else to call that, and an extensive one at that.
They are Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin.
Okay, I've heard all of those words, and I don't know what they mean. I mean, I know she's describing it.
Harry Potter has come to Hogwarts. You'll soon find out that some wizarding families are better than others, Potter. You don't want to go making friends with the wrong sort.
Well, he seems fun. Yeah, I would not shake his hand. He seems pretty freaking terrible. But I imagine he's meant to.
It's just bewitched to look like the night sky. I read about it in Hogwarts, a history.
All right. So Hermione's she seems nice enough, but she's kind of a know-it-all.
The Dark Forest is strictly forbidden.
I imagine they're going to end up in the Dark Forest at some point.
You will come forth. I shall place the sorting hat on your head, and you will be sorted into your houses.
Oh, okay. I'd heard of sorting hat before, but I didn't know how it worked. So I suppose that makes sense.
Okay. Gryffindor!
What I meant by I don't know what any of them mean is not only have I heard the names, people associate certain traits with them.
Slytherin!
That didn't take long. I get the feeling that Slytherin is all the kind of jerks and people that are most likely to be evil.
Nothing, I'm fine.
Alan Rickman. Snape, I know that one.
Ronald Weasley!
Slytherin. Just kidding.
I know just what to do with you. Gryffindor!
Yeah, I was going to say, don't be mean. I'm imagining the three of them are Gryffindor.
Harry Potter?
What will the hat say about Harry?
Where to put you?
Not Slytherin. Not Slytherin.
Not Slytherin, eh?
I imagine the hat can hear you, Harry.
Well, if you're sure, better be Gryffindor!
I was going to say, Harry can influence where he gets put. It does make you hope nobody's ever gotten, head lice from the sorting hat. Though, they have magic. They could probably fix it.
Oh, that's Professor Snape, head of Slytherin House.
I'm getting the feeling that this guy is hiding something under his head wrapping there.
You're nearly headless Nick.
Nearly headless? How can you be nearly headless?
Like this.
That's pretty gross while people are eating. But she did ask. I was about to ask, are these former wizards, or who are they that they would be, hanging around a wizardry school afterlife?
Keep an eye on the staircases. They like to change.
Well, that's distinctly inconvenient. It's a great way to lose your way to where you're going. Well, after the better part of an hour, we're finally at the school and ready for the story of the movie to begin. You have to take the time to introduce people to the world. Ah. Does she always start out in cat form, I wonder? Is that just how she likes to hang out?
Perhaps it would be more useful if I were to transfigure Mr. Potter and yourself into a pocket watch. That way one of you might be on time.
That was a pretty good burn. If I turned you into a pocket watch, then maybe one of you'd be on time.
What would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood? Where, Mr. Potter, would you look if I asked you to find me a bezoar?
Hermione is dying to answer these questions. Also, we have a teacher that's basically bullying a child for some reason.
Clearly, fame isn't everything, is it, Mr. Potter?
I don't really think he had to bring his ego down. His ego hasn't been that high his whole life, pretty much.
Mail's here.
I mean, it looks very chaotic, but it seems to be very well choreographed. Effective way to deliver the mail.
Number 713 had in fact been emptied earlier.
Ah, the one that Hagrid emptied.
That's the vault Hagrid and I went to.
I think someone who shall not be named was in search of something.
Stick your right hand over the broom and say up.
Why specifically a broom? Just an enchanted object of some kind?
With feeling.
Hermione is not handling very well that hers didn't work right off the bat.
Kick off from the ground hard. Keep your broom steady
Then lean forward slightly and touch back down.
It is interesting watching someone trying to give a practical description of how to properly fly on a broomstick.
Mr. Longbottom!
It really does seem like this should be more of a one at a time kind of thing. If you have people who have never flown before. That's some bad luck right off the bat.
Everyone out of the way!
That seemed like it hurt.
I see a single broom in the air. The one riding it will find themselves out of Hogwarts before they can say Quidditch.
I believe her. And that's the first mention of Quidditch.
Who remembered to fall on his fat ass?
Give it here, Malfoy.
And he reaffirms what a jerk he is. And that he's willing to steal stuff.
What's the matter, Potter? Bit beyond your reach.
You don't even know how to fly.
That's what that kid is there for, Malfoy. Is to lure Harry into doing things he's not supposed to.
Have it your way, then.
I mean, something tells me Harry's not going to get thrown out of Hogwarts, but he is disobeying right now. They really do a good job of shooting the flying. It feels like it would be difficult creating that logistically to feel real.
Potter, this is Oliver Wood. Wood, I have found you a seeker.
He wasn't in trouble. She just wanted to recruit him into the Quidditch team.
Rough game, Quidditch. Brutal, but no one's died in years.
No one's died in years. Well, that's reassuring.
You won't make a fool of yourself. It's in your blood.
You never told me your father was a seeker too. Didn't know.
Do they not understand that he doesn't know anything about his parents? Like, he'd never met them, he never heard anything about them? That's got to be very disconcerting to be in a place where you feel like everybody knows things about you that you don't know.
Let's go this way before the staircase moves again.
Spend hours just trying to get up the stairs back to your room. This looks friendly.
We're not supposed to be here.
Oh no, I think everyone's supposed to be there. It looks very inviting.
Let's go.
It's Filch's cat.
Run.
Oh, I thought it was I guess it's a different color. I thought it was the professor for a minute.
Alohomora.
Alohomora.
Standard Book of Spells, Chapter 7.
Yeah, she has studied everything, essentially. Good person to have around. She's like an encyclopedia, basically. That could be problematic. That's quite a thing just to keep it in the attic. I don't know if that door's strong enough. Seems like that thing should be able to rip straight through the wall.
I was a bit preoccupied with its heads.
Yeah, the teeth kind of do draw the attention, don't they?
If you two don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed.
What clever idea. You went where the stairs took you. If anything, it's the stairs' fault.
Quidditch is easy enough to understand. Each team has 7 players, 3 chasers, 2 beaters, 1 keeper, and the seeker. That's you.
Got to be one of the only movies, or one of the only franchises that's created an actual sport that people play. Although I wonder how they do it if they can't fly in real life. Did he say what's in the balls? Because it seems like there's some kind of animal in there. I must have missed that part. Are they just enchanted, or is there something inside of them?
Bludger.
Okay.
But you are a seeker. You catch this, the game's over. And we win.
Oh. Then what are the other balls supposed to be there to do? Just to... I guess I still don't understand. Score points of some kind, or as a distraction?
Don't forget the nice wrist movement we've been
Is that Warwick Davis? I thought he was in here somewhere. I wasn't sure. But that very much sounds like Warwick Davis.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Well, it sounds somewhat like his voice that he did for the Leprechaun. If I'm wrong, I apologize.
Leviosa.
You do it then if you're so clever.
Ron, I'm relatively certain she can definitely do it. Needless to say, she's the only one in the class doing it. Shows you how good Hermione is at this. This kid seems to have a knack for blowing things up. Wonder if they have a need for a demolitions expert at Hogwarts.
No wonder she hasn't got any friends. I think she heard you.
Wow. They really are playing into that angle. She's the really smart one. She studies hard, knows all this stuff, but I didn't put together the thing about her not having friends.
She'd been in there all afternoon, crying.
Way to go, Ron. make her that upset just because she knew what to do?
Turn around in the dungeon!
Thought you ought to know.
I didn't hear what he said. Something in the dungeon. Also, did he just die?
Teachers will follow me to the dungeon.
Some of the teachers be like, no, I'm out. Like Snape.
Trolls are really stupid.
Are they saying troll? I haven't been able to get a clear shot of the word they're saying. Okay, yeah, troll, I think. I mean, Hermione is just having a day, you know? She had such a rough time because of being upset about what happened in class, and now she's got to deal with a troll in the bathroom. Come on, Hermione, you got to know a spell for this. Something to defend yourself or to make yourself invisible or something. That got its attention.
Do something! What? Anything!
Ron, he's gonna die. You might need to, like, try a little harder.
Leviosa!
Hey! Ron learned something. Well, that was productive. Harry, move. Yeah, I'm getting the sense. They need to get the... I was gonna say, that wand is gonna kill the thing. They don't get it out of its nose.
Just knocked out.
Well, get your wand back. There you go. That's gross.
Oh my goodness.
Does anybody know a spell to fix the bathroom?
If Harry and Ron hadn't come and found me, I'd probably be dead.
I was about to say, is she making up this story, or did she actually summon the troll in some way?
5 points will be taken from Gryffindor. 5 points will be awarded to each of you.
Oh, so they came out 5 points up. Okay, so they keep dropping little hints of something. What was up with Snape's leg? Like, where did he run off to? Like, what did he run off to do if this was the only troll? And how is that guy in charge of teaching the dark arts if he's so skittish? Okay, he's limping.
So he could try and get past that three-headed dog.
Oh, okay.
The day I was at Gringotts, Hagrid took something out of one of the vaults.
Was it Snape that tried to get the thing out of the bank? I thought it was Voldemort.
Bit early for mail, isn't it?
But I never get mail. Let's open it.
Yeah, I wonder what it is. I'm assuming it's the one he saw in the window, but I wonder who sent it. Yeah, it looks like it is.
It's a Nimbus 2000.
Did Hagrid send it to him? Oh. Again, and I'm sure we'll get it, we need some backstory here. Harry's obviously important. They obviously care about him. They went to extra efforts to try to protect him when he was a baby. We need the rest of the story.
I felt the same way before my first game.
What happened?
I don't really remember. I took a bludger to the head 2 minutes in. Woke up in hospital a week later.
That's not terribly reassuring, you know? Don't worry, Harry. This is probably going to suck. You're probably going to do terrible, but, you know, just accept it. Are there other schools that they ever play against? Or is it just different houses of Hogwarts playing against each other?
The bludgers are up, followed by the golden snitch. Remember, the snitch is worth 150 points. The seeker who catches the snitch ends the game.
Okay, so I feel like I understand a little better now. These bigger balls are the ones that they use for most of the points and for most of the gameplay. But if they're able to catch this very elusive, tiny golden ball, then it's such a positive thing for their team that it actually ends the game. Like it's an automatic win. I see. Okay.
10 points for Gryffindor!
I'm still watching to try to see all the parts come together of this game to try to understand how it works. But mainly just getting it through the hoops there. Also, do you score anything if you put a person through one of the hoops? Yeah, it seems like this could be highly dangerous. Like you could fall from a great height and be seriously injured or die. Yeah, so I figure they took out the best blocker. They're going to start running the table on him. And Harry's going to actually capture the little golden ball thing. Are there no referees in Quidditch? That's what I want to know. Isn't that against the rules? Come on, Harry. There you go. So you got to do something or just sit around there.
It's Snape. He's jinxing the broom.
Jinxing
To the broom? What do we do? Leave it to me.
Hermione's going to go against Snape? I don't know a lot about Snape, but I've heard like a rumor that later on in the stories, like he's not a bad guy. So I wonder if that's the case. I wonder how they justify this kind of stuff early on.
Lacanum inflammare.
All right, Harry. You got a window here. Hurry. It seems like you'd have to be a pretty expert flyer to have any chance to catch this thing. Although in that case, Harry just had more guts. He got it. He caught it in his mouth. That's quite a way to do it. Have your hand out there so it doesn't fly away. There you go.
He's got the snitch!
Gryffindor wins!
I mean, it is pretty hard to come back from a 150-point deficit, I'll say that. Harry is having a fair amount of luck. He won his first time out of the gate. I'm wondering if later it gets set as like Snape was trying to prevent him from winning because he's trying to protect him from something, or I don't know.
Why was he trying to get past that three-headed dog on Halloween?
I told you about Fluffy.
Fluffy. That's great. It's perfect.
No more questions. Don't ask any more questions.
Yeah, Hagrid, he's really great at keeping secrets, isn't he?
What that dog is guarding is strictly between Professor Dumbledore and Nicholas Flamel.
Nicholas Flamel?
You know, you are great at just giving them more details when you're supposed to be keeping a secret, Hagrid.
My parents decided to go to Romania to visit my brother Charlie. He's studying dragons there.
All right, so there are other places in the world to study magic. And it's not an entirely different realm these places exist in. They're just hidden from the world where they are, I'm imagining.
Come on, Harry, wake up!
Wake up, Harry. It's Christmas Day.
Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron.
Harry hasn't got a chance to celebrate Christmas before, really. I doubt that horrible family he was with ever gave him a present.
Your father left this in my possession before he died. Use it well.
Nothing about who it's from. Very mysterious.
Some kind of cloak.
Invisibility cloak?
That's an invisibility cloak.
What was your first clue, Ron? The fact that he's invisible?
I wonder who gave it to you.
There was no name.
Okay, well, someone's trying to advance the plot here. First of all, that's not the smartest idea, to just have a hand floating around. But second of all, somebody's trying to give them the ability to get to places they wouldn't be able to otherwise to solve whatever the mystery is going on here. You kind of negate the value of an invisibility cloak if you have a hand sticking out with a lantern. You don't generally expect that kind of behavior out of a book, but this is Hogwarts after all. Harry. At least it didn't cause a fire. That would have been a disaster.
You don't want me as your enemy, Quirrell.
Back up, Harry. Hard to sneak around a place like this. Everything is so loud and creaky. Oh. He sees his parents behind him in the mirror. Some kind of strange enchanted mirror.
Mom?
Is it actually their ghosts? Like, are they there and they can actually speak to him? Or is it just a illusion? Is it just what he wishes was that, like he wishes he had his parents there?
Looking properly. Go on, stand there. Only I'm head boy, and I'm holding the Quidditch cup.
Oh, it's what you want most. So it wasn't necessarily his parents actually being there. That's really sad. All Harry wanted was a life with his family. They were taking it from him at such a young age, or when he was a baby, and he grew up with these horrible people.
I trust by now you realize what it does.
It shows us what we want.
Shows you what you desire the most. It shows you what you think will make you happy. Doesn't mean that it's right all the time, but
Men have wasted away in front of it, even gone mad. That is why tomorrow it will be moved to a new home.
yeah. It does make you wonder why you keep it, but I guess maybe there's a thing about actually destroying or getting rid of magical objects. It's interesting to see him in this role, and we haven't seen him a bunch in this movie so far. I do know that he passed away during the run of these movies, so he doesn't play the role the entire time. I'm not remembering right now who they got to recast Dumbledore when that happened.
Nicholas Flamel is the only known maker of the Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay, was that line take different in the British version? Did she say Philosopher's Stone?
The Sorcerer's Stone is a legendary substance. It will transform any metal into pure gold.
I need to know the reason for the title change. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
We know about the Sorcerer's Stone.
Oh.
And guess how they know about it, Hagrid?
Snape is one of the teachers protecting the stone. He's not about to steal it.
What?
It seems like he has some motivation to steal it. Or maybe he's worried somebody else is about to.
Waste of bloody time, if you ask me. Ain't no one going to get past Fluffy.
That is an imposing dog, even though it seems kind of friendly. Imposing in size.
What exactly is that?
That, it's a...
Feels like it's something that's about to hatch. Is it a dragon? It looks like it's probably a dragon.
That's a Norwegian Ridgeback.
Isn't he beautiful?
Is Hagrid going to be riding around a dragon later in this franchise?
Ooh!
Yep. Not going to have a beard very long that way.
Malfoy.
Yeah. Draco Malfoy. And now he knows you have a dragon. And he probably knows about the Sorcerer's Stone.
Good evening.
What a little jerk. I mean, you always need an antagonist.
50 points will be taken. Each.
Hey, Draco was out too.
Honourable as your intentions were, you too were out of bed after hours.
And you apparently lost 50 points for Slytherin. Maybe you should have mind your own damn business.
Was a time detention would find you hanging by your thumbs in the dungeons.
Hanging by your thumbs in the dungeon. Well, that seems unlikely to go well.
Norbert's gone. Dumbledore sent him off to Romania.
I was going to say they made him get rid of the dragon. That's horrible.
What if the other dragons are mean to him?
Norbert's going to come back. Guaranteed.
We can't go in there. Students aren't allowed. And there are werewolves.
Yeah, you should have thought about that. The punished don't generally get a say over the punishment when it comes to school stuff like this.
That's unicorn blood. This one's been hurt bad by something.
Somebody else with an invisibility cloak, maybe.
Then I get Fang.
Fine.
Big and imposing, but it's a softie.
Wait till my father hears about this. This is servant stuff. If I didn't know better, Draco, I'd say you were scared.
Wait till my father hears about this. That's always a real tough thing to say. Doesn't make you seem like a entitled little... No, I won't say what, but...
What is it, Fang?
Okay. He's harmed another unicorn. It's something that's drinking the blood of a unicorn. It looked like it had fangs of some kind. Not like vampire things, but like... not vampire fangs, but like fangs of like a monster, kind of. Whatever it is just gets away. You kind of need to capture it, otherwise it could keep killing your unicorns.
That was Voldemort.
Do you know what is hidden in the school at this very moment, Mr. Potter?
Do we introduce Voldemort that early? Was he the one actually killing the unicorns?
Harry Potter, this is where I leave you. You're safe now.
I mean, it's pretty good CG for the time period, but you can definitely tell, obviously.
Snape doesn't want the stone for himself. He wants the stone for Voldemort.
Maybe Snape is trying to move the stone so Voldemort can't find it.
I think if he'd had the chance, he might have tried to kill me tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Voldemort wants Harry dead for whatever reason.
Who's the one wizard Voldemort always feared? As long as Dumbledore's around, you can't be touched.
Well, that doesn't bode well for Dumbledore. Also, he could still lure Harry out with people that he cares about.
What Hagrid wants more than anything is a dragon. And a stranger turns up who just happens to have one.
Oh. Well, but Hagrid would recognize Voldemort.
I told him, I said, after Fluffy, a dragon's gonna be no problem.
Yeah, Hagrid lets everything slip.
He said the trick with any beast is to know how to calm him. Take Fluffy, for example. Just play him a bit of music and he falls straight asleep.
Oh,
I
great.
told you that.
Hagrid told him how to get right past the three-headed dog. Yeah, you shouldn't have told the other guy that either, which you probably did. Don't tell Hagrid things. That's what I'm learning.
We have to see Professor Dumbledore.
He received an urgent owl from the Ministry of Magic and left immediately for London.
That seems planned. That seems, like part of the setup.
But I assure you it is perfectly well protected.
It is not well protected.
We just
You want to be careful. People will think you're up to something.
Yeah, because you don't seem suspicious at all. I mean, they kind of are telegraphing it the whole movie, but...
You're sneaking out again, aren't you? You'll get Gryffindor into trouble again. I'll fight you.
Yeah, Neville seemed like he was really going to be able to do a lot against the three of them. She did the wrong spell and she killed Neville.
Ow! You stood on my foot. Sorry. Alohomora.
It does seem like it would be difficult to navigate around with three of you under one cloak. Well, it's already asleep.
We have to move its paw. What? Come on.
If you're too loud, I still feel like you would disturb the music enough that the dog would wake up.
Sign.
Oh, the music stopped.
Does it seem a bit quiet to you?
Yeah, I would say all of you. The only way out is forward now. Yeah, this is not looking real promising. Also, not what you expect to find in a trapdoor in a castle.
You have to relax.
Yeah, that's easy to stay calm during that.
Do what I say! Trust me!
I mean, that's an interesting defense system.
He's not relaxing. Devil Snare hates sunlight.
Ron always messing it up. She did say calm down.
Lucky we didn't panic.
Lucky Hermione pays attention in herbology.
Yeah, the two of them would have been fine.
Not birds, they're keys.
Flying keys. Everything's flying around here.
I see it. The one with the broken wing.
It's too simple.
No, it is too simple. It definitely feels like a trap. So all of them are going to try to prevent him from getting the right one? It's not going to get far away very fast with a broken wing.
That's the key!
I mean, they don't know for sure that was the right key. They were guessing. But it did work.
I don't like this at all.
Where are we? Graveyard.
Looks like a giant chess set. Which I think is exactly what it is.
It's a chessboard.
They bring back everything eventually. Why were they playing chess earlier? For this scene, that's why.
There's the door.
Pretty high stakes for chess.
You take the empty bishop square. You'll be the queenside castle. I'll be a knight.
I think Ron got the cooler of the assignments.
You don't suppose this is going to be like real wizard's chess, do you?
Hermione's not looking to get squashed. But I imagine, yeah, probably.
Yes, Hermione. I think this is gonna be exactly like wizard chess.
Well, the difference being that, I mean, unless something holds them there, if they're going to be taken out, they don't have to stand there and just take it, but maybe something will make them do that.
Once I make my move, the queen will take me.
He's going to sacrifice himself.
Harry, it's you that has to go on.
Okay, but get off the horse before the thing kills it. I mean, I guess that does reduce the heroism somewhat. Yeah, I was going to say, get off the horse.
No! Don't move! We're still playing.
Yeah, I guess maybe it screws up the whole thing if they don't play by the rules.
Checkmate.
Well, that was dramatic. All that just to get across the room. Again, quite an interesting defense system.
Ron's right. I have to go on.
You're a great wizard.
Not as good as you.
Books and cleverness. There are more important things. Friendship and bravery.
Like we've all learned something on this journey. And Hermione learned the value of friendship. Hermione was always a good person. She was socially awkward, so she threw herself into studies. I mean, how many people have done that? A lot of people. Oh, this is where they move the mirror.
Snape.
Who would suspect? Stuttering Professor Quirrell.
Ah, that makes more sense that it was just an act.
I tried to kill you.
Oh.
Snape muttering his little counter curse.
So that does make sense. He was trying to help.
Then you let the troll in.
He went to the 3rd floor to head me off.
That's a decent twist there. Reframes everything.
I'm never alone. I see what I desire.
Oh, I think I know what's under his head wrapping.
Come here, Potter!
I don't know much about Voldemort, but I'm pretty sure that was Voldemort's voice. Well, he doesn't already have it in his pocket. How?
I've won the House Cup.
How did he already get it in his pocket, I wonder?
Master, you are not strong enough.
Oh, no, it's not Voldemort. Yeah, this is what I thought. It's another face under there. Very Total Recall. Sharing body.
We meet again, Voldemort.
Oh, it is Voldemort.
See what I must do to survive.
So that makes you wonder... Yeah, I was going to say how he ends up in his own body again.
Never! Bravery.
He has a nose in this one. I'm from my understanding, he doesn't normally have a nose.
Would you like to see your mother and father again? We can bring them back.
Yeah, they have other ghosts that visit. Why can't his parents visit as ghosts? Seems like it should be possible.
There is no good and evil. There is only power.
Come to the dark side, Harry. This is your Sith moment. So the Sorcerer's Stone helps Voldemort free himself and become a full person again. And Harry's the only person who can stop him.
What is this magic?
Get the stone!
Yeah, what is it about Harry touching him that does this? Because that whatever it is, that likely just killed him. Yep. Well, that was easy. So I don't imagine that's the last we see of Voldemort. Harry just straight up killed somebody. I mean, it was in self-defense. Let's give him that at least. Okay. Seemed like that might have been more for dramatic effect than anything else. But, or was that actually an attempt to kill Harry?
It's a complete secret. So the whole school knows.
Hagrid must have gotten to him. You want everyone to know something, tell Hagrid.
But what happened to the stone?
Relax, dear boy. The stone has been destroyed.
Oh, so they do destroy magical objects if they need to. Well, why not destroy the mirror then?
Do you know why Professor Quirrell couldn't bear to have you touch him? It was because of your mother. She sacrificed herself for him, and that kind of act leaves a mark.
Oh, something so pure of heart, love, that someone as evil as him can't bear even the touch of it. Well, that's beautiful in a way and makes sense. A beautiful kind of protection that his mother afforded him from beyond the grave.
I could be safe with a nice toffee. A lot. Earwax.
Who would want an earwax flavored candy? There has to be a market for it in Hogwarts somewhere.
All right, they're on. All right, Hermione.
Never better.
Aww, everyone's okay, and they're gonna be they're ready to like prepare for the next adventure. Right after they have this huge feast.
Another year.
I mean, Dumbledore is really working the fancy robes. Let's not gloss past that. All right, that's an important part.
Hufflepuff, 352 points.
Slytherin's gonna win, aren't they? Yeah, Slytherin won.
With 472 points, Slytherin house.
But then Slytherin's gonna be disqualified.
However, recent events must be taken into account.
Ah, some disqualifications. Oh, more points.
Hermione Granger, the cool use of intellect, 50 points.
Yeah, the 50 points they each lost when they went to Hagrid's and saw that he had the dragon. That lost them the whole thing.
To Mr. Ronald Weasley, for the best played game of chess, 50 points.
So he's basically giving them back their 50 points that they lost earlier.
To Mr. Harry Potter,
600 points.
60 points.
Hey, Malfoy, how you like that?
but a great deal more to stand up to your friends. 10 points to Neville Longbottom.
That's funny. Neville won the whole thing for him. Nicely done, Neville. Even though you got dropped by Hermione.
Gryffindor wins the House Cup. Yes!
Yeah, take that, Malfoy. Everyone seems happy except Slytherin. I mean, they got a few more points back. Like, mostly they just got awarded their 50 points each back that they had taken away.
Train's leaving. Go on.
So Harry has to go back to that horrible house. I mean, he does know magic now, so that could be helpful.
Thought you were leaving without saying goodbye, did you? This is for you.
That would be kind of funny. They try to prevent him from coming back each time. He knows more and more magic, so he can just kind of, ever more creative ways to stop them. That's nice, Hagrid. Hagrid's huge.
Threaten him with a nice pair of ears.
We're not allowed to do magic away from Hogwarts. You know that.
But your cousin don't, do we?
But hey, Harry, things happen. And, sometimes those things happen, we just don't talk about them.
Feels strange to be going home, doesn't it?
I'm not going home. Not really.
Where's Harry going? Harry is going on a tropical vacation. I'm assuming meaning that home for him is Hogwarts. It feels more at home there than he's felt in his life. Well, and there we are. We've completed the beginning of the story. Let's go to the wrap-up. That was very enjoyable. It sounds strange to say this because there's a lot of these things that you would say are definitely primarily made for children. I'm someone who's very much a believer in that doesn't necessarily mean anything. A lot of these things can be enjoyed at all ages. Disney movies, other kind of stuff that might quote unquote be directed primarily at children, especially in more recent years, have started to be written and produced in a way that they're kind of multi-layered, and there's even things that adults would get that kids wouldn't. So as you watch it more, as you get older, you start to pick up on things that you wouldn't have really picked up on as a kid. This definitely seems primarily aimed at children, which makes sense. Again, doesn't mean it's not enjoyable. I would say beyond that, aimed at just anybody who enjoys this kind of a whimsical sense of fantasy and, storytelling and all that kind of stuff. But as far as the adventure that they went on here, it was fairly limited. It was somewhat of an introduction to Voldemort. It was mainly an introduction to the world, to Harry being a wizard and taking him to Hogwarts for the first time and learning everything. It's a very distinct style that they've gone for, a balance that they've struck. You can see where the appeal would be for sure, especially, again, for young people watching this. Young people who grew up on this kind of stuff. Again, I was outside of that. I was in my 20s when these movies came out. And I just never made it to watch them for whatever reason, but obviously knew that there had to be something to them for as many people to love these stories as did. I do feel like it didn't necessarily hit me as directly as it might hit some other people. I'm definitely interested to continue on and see what other stories there are. I wonder, and all of you can help me with this, I wonder among favorite stories within this franchise, are there people for whom this is their favorite? Or is the consensus that the stories get deeper and more engrossing and all of that as time goes on? I mean, you can tell if you look at the different movies even that have come out, especially as the kids get older too. It does start to head into a more serious tone, obviously, as the story progresses. Most stories, when you first start, you're not getting into a lot of the depths yet, but you're hinting at a lot of things. And you're basically setting up the world so people understand where you are, what's happening, all of that. I'm not trying to tiptoe around this too much. I did enjoy it. For what it was trying to accomplish, I think it accomplished it. So combining that with my level of enjoyment, I would say I'm probably at about 4 stars for this one. Not, changing the world for me necessarily, but definitely enjoyed. Definitely something that is a must for anybody who loves fantasy, and especially this kind of fantasy. It does make you wonder, and trust me, I say this about the stuff I grew up on too. I am not one of these people that's going to be like, oh, this thing isn't good, you need to go back and watch the stuff I grew up on. It's like, no, there's stuff I grew up on that was decent and still holds up. There's stuff that I grew up watching that I even go back and think, what the hell was I thinking? I mean, what I was thinking was I was a kid, and there wasn't anything better at the time. But stuff that definitely doesn't hold up. Some of the stuff that even nostalgia can't save for me. Stuff that I don't even like anymore. I'm not saying this falls into that category for anyone. Basically, I'm saying all of that to say I'm not trying to talk up some other, oh, my generation was better or something. But I do wonder when I see things like this. There is an inherent level of enjoyment in this, I think, for anybody who watches it and who is open to the experience. How much of it is nostalgia? How much of it is, I saw this when I was young and more impressionable, and it was very exciting, and I had never seen anything like this before, and I was really transported by this. I was really taken away, and I was in 1,000%. I don't know. I mean, there are things out there that I wonder sometimes if an adult watches it without ever having seen anything from it before, do they even have the same capacity to be transported as somebody who watched this growing up as a child? To which I would imagine the answer is, it depends on the adult. But this is all just kind of, debating or speculating about who we are and why we like the things we like and how things hold up over time and all of that. Still, clearing all of it away, it was an enjoyable movie. It was a good first installment to this universe. They're signaling here, we obviously have lots of other places to go, a lot further to go, lots more story to tell. And I give this experience, for me, 4 stars. I hope that doesn't insult anyone. I hope you don't come for me. If you do, that's okay. I can take it. But I feel a similar experience to when I watched the first Lord of the Rings movie. I watched the theatrical version of Fellowship of the Ring. I think I might have given that 4 stars. I'm just one person. I'm not trying to trample on anybody's love of anything. And if you love these, if they're the absolute top for you, they're not even just 5 stars, they're 6 stars, they're 11 stars, whatever. Break the whole scale. Completely respect that. I have things I love that I can't defend to anybody. Like, that would definitely be less explainable than something as obvious as like a Harry Potter movie or something. So, love what you love. But for me, today, 4 stars. I'm glad I watched it. I enjoyed it. I'm glad you were here with me. I appreciate you being here with me. Please go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'm interested to know. Don't give me spoilers, please, because I don't want to know what's coming. But is this your favorite Harry Potter movie? If it's not, don't tell me what your favorite is about, but tell me what your favorite is, if you would. I'm very interested to know. Rank them for me. Like, of all the ones that are out there, give me give me an order of which ones you think are best. I would be interested to know how universal people's perspectives on that are, or do people kind of vary greatly in how they feel about it. Anyway, that's it for this one. Again, really appreciate you being here. Really enjoyed the movie. So before we go, please make sure to go ahead and check out the Patreon. There's a full-length reaction for this movie over there, along with full-length reactions for other movies, exclusive TV reactions over there, all kinds of stuff. Please go ahead and have a look. It's all free as of right now, as of the recording of this video, while we're getting the Patreon going. So really appreciate you stopping by to have a look. And also, if you'd be so kind, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button down here. Click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for being here today. Take care.